Welcome, everyone. The Red Clay Consolidated School District is proud to bring you a very special graduation ceremony celebrating Thomas McKean High School's class of 2020.
This is your moment. Welcome to endless possibilities. Your time is here. Your story will be written with imagination, determination, and your hard work. Since freshman year until today, you have built a foundation to endure because you were made for today. You are tougher and braver than you know. The finish line you see is a new entry to the journey about to begin. Together, you arrived at McKean as strangers. But today, you graduate as a family. A family that for over 50 years has proudly walked these halls, sat in the same classrooms, and made legends of themselves since their graduation day. They, like you, are warriors. We are McKean. We are Highlander proud.
Good evening, and welcome to Thomas McKean High School's 54th commencement. Graduation is a time of joy and celebration for all of the students, their families, and friends. The administration, staff, and students have worked hard to create a meaningful ceremony to celebrate, especially in these unprecedented times. We know that it is hard to replace the fellowship of being together in the same room and generating energy as a crowd. However, because of the willingness and creativity of our graduates and staff, we've created a ceremony which was filmed and edited across 2 weeks. Through the magic of television and technology, we were able to capture some moments that we couldn't include in our traditional ceremony, like the introduction you all just watched. During the filming, we followed all social distancing guidelines for the safety of our students, staff, and the greater school community. I was especially proud of how our graduates handled themselves throughout the process. To begin our ceremony, I invite to the podium 2 members of our class to lead us in both English and Spanish our salute to the American flag, Mr. Jason Holmes and Mr. Eddie Santos Pillier. At this time, would everyone please rise and salute our flag as we pledge allegiance and our choir sings the national anthem.
Prometo lealtad a la bandera de los Estados Unidos de América y a la república que representa una nación ante Dios indivisible con libertad y justicia para todos.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We have dignitaries and special guests who are joining us for this event this evening that I would like to introduce to you. First, our governor, Mr. John Carney. Secretary of Education of the state, Dr. Susan Bunting. 2 honored guests, Mr. Dennis Kelsey and Mrs. Bettina Holmes. And finally, and I'd like to bring him up to the stage at this time, please welcome Superintendent of Red Clay, Mr. Darrell Green, to the podium.
Hello, McKean class of 2020. On behalf of the Red Clay Consolidated School District, members of the Board of Education, district leadership, and staff, we want to say thank you. As we celebrate this milestone in your lives during this unconventional time and manner virtually, we thank you for the sacrifice that the class and the graduates of 2020 were born into. You're the graduating class that was born post 9/11, and now you're the graduating class during COVID-19. I'll be brief in my remarks because we're here to celebrate and recognize this milestone in your life's journey. I recently came across a quote by Robert Frost, and it states, "The best way out is through." The class of 2020 has been through, currently going through, and will continue to endure challenging times. We often associate 2020 with vision, or for parents and grandparents, the TV show hosted by Barbara Walters, 2020. But 2020 has a lot of significance and meaning when you come to think of it. Someone with 2020 vision can see the average person, or can see what the average person can't see from up to 20 feet away. 2020 represents your visual acuity, which refers to distance and size. You have come a long way, and the magnitude of challenges you will face will undoubtedly feel overwhelming to you. But the class of 2020 represents so much more. It's a matter of perspective. Even in the midst of this difficult time, what you do in your future, class of 2020, is what matters most. You hold the pen as you write your own narrative. Vision is the act or power which gives direction to our lives and makes our goals and dreams a reality. A vision is not the same as goals and objectives, however. Those come from your head. A vision comes from your heart. You are the class with heart. Class of 2020 has routinely demonstrated both in school and throughout our community the tough times and the celebratory moments that you are worthy of this distinction and recognition. Once a Highlander, always a Highlander. Thank you for creating an environment where programs like Best Buddies and your involvement in Special Olympics has drawn national recognition not only to McKean, but to the Red Clay Consolidated School District. Class of 2020 saw a number of champions throughout the school year, seeing the wrestling program win its first conference championship in 50 years. And this is a part of your legacy as you continue to cultivate a foundation to propel you in the future, whether that's workforce, college and or career, or military. We know you're prepared. A couple of lessons. Vision shows where you're headed. What is your true north? Don't stop dreaming. Vision provides motivation and inspires us. Your brilliance and thirst for life inspires others. Vision helps keep us moving forward and move through obstacles. You will make mistakes, but risk-taking is in your DNA. Vision provides focus. Be smart about living your dreams and surround yourself with support systems that will keep you focused, especially during these uncertain times. And then lastly, vision gives you purpose in what you do and the meaning for the rest of your lives. Know that you matter. Walk boldly into the future, although it may seem scary and full of uncertainty. You are the class of 2020. You see things that others don't see, even in these trying times. There is an expectation that you help lead our state, our nation, and our world with heart, passion, and determination. Just remember the class of 2020. You are the class that holds the vision to the future and the class that has captured our hearts. We love you and we salute you. We wish you the best in all that you do, and you always have a home here in Red Clay. Congratulations.
Hi, this is Governor John Carney. I wanted to take this time to address the entire class of 2020. Normally, I would be giving a graduation speech like this in a large venue like a football stadium, an auditorium, or a gymnasium. I know this is not the way many of you wanted your senior year to end, but I'm confident that the class of 2020 will be one of the most resilient graduating classes in the history of our state. No doubt we are experiencing a situation like no other in our state, across our country, and throughout the world. The changes to our routines and the disruption of our daily lives has not been easy, and we've had to make different memories than the ones we expected. The experiences and knowledge you've gained over the last 4 years will help you adjust to the new normal. You are armed with the skills you'll need to succeed as you continue your education or enter into the workforce. And more than ever, you're equipped with the ability to work through new challenges that you will encounter along the way. We've never needed more problem solvers and innovators than we do now, and I'm confident that the class of 2020 will rise to the occasion. Though we are celebrating this milestone virtually, let's not forget the importance of graduation. Your hard work and dedication have paid off as you make this important step into the next chapter of your lives. I look forward to seeing your continued success. I know we'll get through this difficult time and that you will help lead us to a stronger future. Congratulations to the class of 2020, and good luck to each and every one of you.
Delaware seniors, I am Secretary of Education Susan Bunting, and I want to congratulate you on earning your diplomas. I know this wasn't the senior year that you envisioned. Your families and communities are facing challenges. You may know someone who is ill or who has died because of COVID-19. You may know someone who has lost his or her job or is struggling to put food on the table because of lost income. Our nation and state are facing great losses right now. As serious as those challenges are, they don't trivialize your own disappointment. You have reason to feel upset about the missed spring sports season, musicals, concerts, and proms. You wanted to finish your senior year in the class with your teachers and your friends. You wanted to walk across the stage of Bob Carpenter Center or your high school stadium to receive your diploma and hear the well-deserved applause of the thousands that were there to cheer you on. You earned that. While your disappointment is real and you may briefly grieve for those lost plans, recognize that your class will be an historic one. The class of 2020 will be remembered not for what it couldn't have, but for what it overcame. Your leadership, creativity, and resilience will be long commended. As school buildings closed, you continued to remotely learn, either at your kitchen table or your home desk. This forced you to think differently, often work more independently, and manage your time in new ways. All of these are skills that will serve you well in college, the military, and in your career. Some of you balanced your own studies while supporting younger siblings. Some of you continued working part-time jobs, putting yourselves on the line in this crisis to benefit others. Some of you went to work to support our first responders, using your 3D printers to make face guards or sewing face coverings for those in need. Adults who don't know teens well often quickly judge your generation. During this crisis, the class of 2020 certainly has proven those stereotypes wrong. You have worked hard when it would have been easy to give up. You finished your studies, met your goals, and are now ready to support your families and communities in new ways. We need people like you right now. We need people who can move past their own disappointments to work hard, take risks, and persevere for the good of the community. Your school leaders are planning activities to mark your accomplishments this spring in ways that are safe for you and your families and give you the recognition that you, the members of the class of 2020, truly deserve. I am sincerely proud of each of you and emphasize that each of you is here for a special purpose. Our Buckminster Fuller once professed, and I quote, "Never forget that you are one of a kind, and never forget, no matter how overwhelming life's challenges and problems seem to be, that one person can make a difference in the world. In fact, it is always because of one person that all the changes that really matter in the world come about. So be that person." Seniors, you are a special class, one that none of us will ever forget. I reiterate my congratulations on your achievements to date, wish you the best in the future, and challenge you as you go out into the world to use your talents and resolve to dream big and make a difference.
Thank you, Mr. Green. Since we cannot get our choir together to perform live, we wanted to share a special choral performance that was originally filmed last school year in the choir room. So here's the 2019 Highlander Chorale with their performance of We Shall Overcome. That was beautiful. Thank you, Highlander Chorale. At this time, I would like to welcome our first student speaker to the stage, Best Buddies Vice President, Miss Kayla Kelsey.
Hello, class of 2020, family and friends. My name is Kayla Kelsey, and I will be sharing with you some feelings and memories that I have had in my 4 years here at McKean. I started McKean my 9th grade year, shy and insecure. I was lucky to have the opportunity to start cheer preseason 2 weeks early and was able to get to know some students before school started. Joining cheer was just one of the reasons that made starting McKean so amazing. All my friends I made in Best Buddies, choir, child development, and even my core classes made coming to a new school easier. During our 4 years here at McKean, we have all had good, bad, funny, and embarrassing moments. Some good ones were pep rally, spirit week, Mr. Miller dressing up as a cheerleader, Visco Girl, and Unicorn will never be forgotten. Field trips, dances, the Best Buddies Ball was always my favorite, and special events such as Spread the Word to End the Word Day, Rock Your Socks, Dress Down Day, and the one on March 14th of 2018, where we joined kids across the nation stepping up and walking out to honor the 17 lives lost in a Florida school shooting, hoping to make a difference against gun violence. A few bad ones were bombing a test that we thought we did good on or forgetting to study for the test that we knew we had. Some funny and embarrassing ones were crawling around the choir room floor looking for Miss Haas's diamond she lost out of her ring, walking down the hallway while one of your best friends is singing at the top of her lungs, and walking into the cafeteria, heading to the lunch line, and slipping on a grape. And if that's not bad enough, getting up and falling again on the same grape. Although all of our memories are not the exact same, they are all special to us in each and every way. I will always look back my 4 years here at McKean and remember, once a Highlander, always a Highlander. And remembering Mr. Maddox say, "Good morning, McKean. It's a great day to be a Highlander." That Ms. Schicker needs a tissue box close at hand at all time, and that all the teachers are here for us if we needed anything. All we had to do was ask. I'm so sad to leave McKean, but I'm going to end with a quote from Dr. Seuss. "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened." Thank you.
Thank you, Kayla. I would like to invite McKean's class of 2020's valedictorian and class president, Mr. Adriel Rahman.
Good evening, Principal Maddox, Superintendent Green, McKean administrators, McKean faculty and staff, McKean parents and community, and finally, to my fellow class of 2020 McKean graduates. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Adriel Rahman. When I began thinking about this speech, I thought about what it means to be a Highlander. Historically, Highlanders were courageous and dedicated soldiers. They would always display this character when they fought, regardless of whether they waged war overseas or in their own backyard. They saw the greatest honor in being given the chance to display their fighting prowess, no matter how dangerous the circumstance. It is this fighting spirit that I see in all of you. You have all shown me how to persevere in difficult times and how to see the silver lining when situations look their grimmest. These past 4 years have taught us much, and during that time, I don't doubt that some of you have changed since you first arrived on McKean's doorstep. Some of you may have grown to be more social, more athletic, more academic, or a combination of them all. Without a doubt, we have all struggled during our time at McKean, whether that was trying to find our next class in the maze of hallways or trying to earn a half-decent grade in Humphreys or Coach's class. Though no matter what you may have struggled with during your time here, I'm certain that you have conquered it, for you are here before me now, representing the graduating class of 2020. Allow me to share one of my struggles at McKean that I'm certain at least some of you can relate to. Have you ever had that one vexing class? Well, that class for me was Mr. Humphrey's civics class. For those of you who may have had the privilege of not taking his class, here's a rundown of what that class was like. In short, by the end of each class, Mr. Humphrey would have garnered the collective hatred and anger of at least half the class. He was able to do this by introducing outrageous perspectives on the daily topics we covered, whether it was communism or the presidential election. The class became so intolerable that I had to ask him, why did he like to agitate us so much? His answer was, because it sparked conversation. From that point on, I saw the class from a different light. My classmates were no longer just yelling and carrying on every time he made a disagreeable comment. Instead, I began to see how each of my classmates would fight with him, using their point of view as their weapon, and the classroom a battleground. As the battle raged on, each side would pick up a new, more powerful weapon to support their argument. When the dust settled, it was always difficult to see a clear winner. Though the point of it was not to win or lose, it was that my classmates were able to demonstrate their deep devotion to their argument. They had the courage to defend their thoughts and opinions, and I watched in awe of their courage and ability to argue their points so effectively. When I arrived at McKean, I did not have that courage to speak my mind like my fellow classmates. I did not have that will to fight for my opinions, or anything else for that matter. I would just sit in the background and watch everyone else put up a good fight. After a while of sitting back and watching, I began to gain this courage to start fighting as well. As the years passed, I paid little attention to my growing vocalness. However, some of you began to take notice, and it is because of you that I stand here today. My friends, you are the ones who have inspired me. You gave me confidence and motivated me. You are the ones who have supported my growth from being an intellectual outcast to now standing before you as your class president and valedictorian. Over the years, that courage I first observed when I was a freshman sitting in class never did fade away. In fact, in just the last few months, I've seen that courage in you grow exponentially. Some, if not many of you, have chosen to continue to work your jobs on the front line as essential workers in this current pandemic, providing services to the public in spite of this troubling time. Not only do I declare this as an act of heroism, but as the mark of a true Highlander. Some of you will go on and pursue your dreams in college, and others of you are still unsure of what the future may hold for you. Regardless of your plans, I have seen you all choosing to stand up and fight for what you believe in, with all your courage and might. The attributes of a true Highlander that we should all carry with us in our futures. We are warriors. We are fighters. We are Highlanders. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Adriel. I would like to invite our final student speaker, McKean's Class 2020 salutatorian, Ms. Janvier Green, to the podium.
Before I begin, I would like to say thank you to my parents, my dad Carlton and my mom Santa. My dad worked hard so my mom could stay home and take care of us. Without them, I wouldn't have gotten this far. When I was a kid, my parents always brought us things that we had to build, encouraging me to expand my thinking process. Like in one instance, my mom brought a bookshelf, and she had my siblings and I put the bookshelf together. However, when we started to argue about what pieces went where, my mom came in the room and asked for the instructions, kindly ripped them up, and told us to finish putting the bookshelf together. Needless to say, we got it done, and it's what she calls character building and encouragement. I want to take the time to shout out my favorite teachers who made 4 years as a Highlander memorable. Mr. Reeves, who was my first friend, encouraged me from the start. Dr. Haas, who always had something nice to say and always had a smile on her face. Ms. Stokes, who always passed out homework like it was candy and posted it on Schoology like it was Facebook. Ms. Coach, who helped me expand my way of thinking and my writing skills. I'm going to say the word Sharpie. She knows what it means. Ms. Elgerston, who was my school auntie and helped me pull out my creative side. And last but not least, my all-time favorite teacher, Mr. Craster, who cultivated my love for engineering and always encouraged me to be number one. I'm really thankful for all of you. When my mom ripped up those bookshelf instructions, that taught me that there really isn't a rule book on life, and sometimes you just have to find your own path, whether it's going to college or starting your own business. The richest place on earth is the grave, full of ideas, possibilities, and dreams that never happen. I encourage you to do the impossible and make all of your dreams come true. Leave your fingerprint on this earth. Even though our school year was cut short, think about everything else in life you survived. Congratulations, class of 2020. I'm proud of you.
A big thank you for our three brave speakers for sharing your Highlander pride and appreciation for your high school experience. We are very proud of your accomplishments and wish you all many successes. McKean's class of 2020, let's do this one last time together. It's a great day to be a Highlander. I know that challenges and adversity we face makes us stronger and more resilient after we survive them. As we are well aware, the class of 2020 has experienced many challenges during your journey, especially through these past 2 months. It would be easy to focus my speech on the unprecedented worldwide pandemic that has impacted our lives and has abruptly ended your senior year. However, I'd like to spend time on 4 lessons I've learned during the past 4 years alongside of you and at times because of you. First lesson, family and support networks are the most important parts of our lives. The definition of family may vary, but the idea that we have folks in our corner no matter what is the essence of family. During our current stay-at-home orders, we are closer to some family members than we have ever been. Some may even say too close. But seriously, in times like these, it is natural to reflect on the things and people that matter most in our lives. You also taught me to never miss an opportunity to tell the ones we love that we love them. Unfortunately, we have all suffered the loss of someone we know, a family member, a friend, and even a classmate. I watched you support each other, rally around those hurting the most. I saw the best in you during the darkest of times. Second lesson, women are strong, resilient, beautiful, and wise, and everyone should listen and take notice. During your 4 years at McKean, the United States saw a woman win the popular vote in a presidential election for the first time ever. Also in 2016, we watched Beyoncé turn lemons into lemonade. Also, the Me Too movement began, and we saw one of the largest global demonstrations in history with the Women's March in January 2017. At McKean, I've seen more females in leadership roles than males. I've seen a female teacher a year for the past 7 years. Third lesson, championships matter. In 2018, our Philadelphia Eagles brought home the Super Bowl title, unifying our community in a magical way. At McKean, we saw our unified flag football team make it to the state championship game twice. In 2017, you watched our boys soccer team get to the second round of the playoffs. We also saw our wrestling team earn the Blue Hen Conference title for the first time in 50 years. We can't forget our state diving champ and member of the class of 2020, Mr. Jason Holmes. Fourth lesson, McKean is a very unique place. I've never seen or heard of another school that looks like a beehive from above. Our maze of hallways has confused everyone that has ever tried to navigate them, but only the true Highlanders figure it out. No other high school in the nation is named after Thomas McKean, and less than a handful of schools have Highlanders as their mascot. But what sets McKean apart the most are the people that fill the space. Because of our teachers, our staff, our families, our students, and most importantly, because of the class of 2020. You have left your mark as individuals and as a collective group. Your memories and moments now get added to the 54-year history of our school. As you leave McKean, know that it will ever be a home in which you are welcome and a place that will keep your memories alive forever. Once a Highlander, always a Highlander. Congratulations to the McKean class of 2020. Each year, we honor and recognize a McKean parent of a graduating senior who has made an outstanding contribution to McKean High School with an honorary diploma. Though the graduating students are the focus and the core of the ceremony, the awarding of this honorary diploma represents a way of saying thank you to a special person and adds to the distinction of our ceremony. This year, it is with tremendous pride that I introduce to you two individuals whose contributions and partnership has enhanced the McKean High School community, Mr. Dennis Kelsey and Mrs. Bettina Holmes.
First, we will honor Mr. Dennis Kelsey. I remember meeting Dawn and Dennis when their daughters were both still at Brandywine Springs with my daughters, and we began discussing McKean as their high school option. Little did I know then how involved the entire family would become in supporting and promoting the McKean Highlanders now. Over the past 4 years, Dennis, or DJ as he likes to be called, has been a cheer dad, best buddies dad, choir dad, and unified flag football dad. Rarely did he miss an event, and when he did attend, he did so as an organizer and volunteer, not just as a parent watching their child. Whether running the concessions during concerts and plays or jumping in the ocean for the polar bear plunge, DJ has been on the front lines. Speaking of front lines, he is an essential worker at the Delaware Hospital of the Chronically Ill and has been working through our COVID closure, supporting those with some of the greatest medical needs. Beyond supporting just activities in which his daughters participate, DJ has been a volunteer baseball coach for the past 3 years, and for 4 years he has been a regular on our chain crew during home football games. When learning of his honorary diploma, Dennis responded saying, "Thank you. I'm looking forward to continuing to put more into this amazing school." On behalf of our school community, I honor and thank Mr. Dennis DJ Kelsey. Mrs. Bettina Holmes has been hustling the past 4 years, keeping pace with her very busy graduate. Jason has been very active in cheerleading, competitive cheer, and diving beyond clubs and co-curricular activities during his time at McKean. During this past year, Jason has been establishing his path beyond high school with the Army National Guard, as his basic training starts the 3rd week in June. Mrs. Holmes not only served as cheer mom and swim mom, she supported fundraisers, selling gear at events, and organizing snacks for the teams. When Jason earned an opportunity to participate in an all-star cheer parade in London, Mrs. Holmes became Jason's biggest cheerleader in organizing support behind the scenes. What makes Bettina such a great team mom is that she not only is there for her own baby, but she wants to lift up all the athletes and help create a family culture in those teams. We hope that Bettina and Jason will see his diving record, which he broke 2 times, stand for years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in honoring and thanking Mrs. Bettina Holmes.
At this time, I would like to invite the 2020 class president and your valedictorian, Mr. Adriel Rahman, back to the stage to present the class.
Mr. Green, esteemed board members, guests, and Mr. Maddox, please allow me to present to you the class of 2020.
Mr. Green, members of the Board of Education, having duly certified that the members of the Thomas McKean High School class of 2020 here assembled have met all graduation requirements of the state of Delaware and the Red Clay Consolidated School District, it is my distinct honor to present the class for the presentation of diplomas.
Adriel Ramon. Hanvier Green. Kenna Baldwin. Kalia Hart. Kayla Kelsey. Haley Miller. Janae Smith. Juliana Adams. Brenda Aguilar Escobar. Elizabeth Aguilera Zarita.
Arnez Aiken. Evelyn Alcaraz. Yasmin Alves. Tony Amorillo. Alyssa Bachman. Jacob Baker. Colin Barrett. John Bell. Neil Bishop. Armani Blake.
Alyssa Bonet. Jasmine Castro Fernandez. Jonathan Chapman. Kajane Chapman. Xavier Collins. Caitlin Cool. Tyler Cotman. Jeriel Cruz Colasso. Jasmine Daniels. Angel Delorce.
Brittany Del Percio. Sol Marie Drullard Cruz. Christopher E. Golf. Deshaun Elliott. Tazir Sadi Emmons Grant. Margarita Esperanza Rodriguez. Trevor Fagan. Abdul Faisal. Robert Flores Ponce. Tierra Flowers.
Layla Fogarty. Melissa Frey. Dakota Friant. Adamaris Garcia Ortiz. Nicholas Gardner. Jaheim Omar Garland. Shanmir Gasby. Andres Gaten Murillo. Newman Jimenez Rodriguez. Edson Gomez Zavala.
Celine Gonzalez Correra. Gustavo Gonzalez Rodriguez. Dijon Griffin. Gustavo Guzman Gonzalez. Nasir Hardy. Jasmine Harris. Emmeline Hayes. Hernan Hernandez Villalobos. Jason Holmes. Allison Hobson.
Matthew Hurwitz. Nathalie Elias Cordero. Riley Jacquin. Lillian Janoka. Orlando Jenkins. Kyle Jewell. Tierra Johnson. Brianna Jones. Destin Jones.
Najane Kennard. Janice Alvia Lemons. Crystal Lemus. Christopher Alexis Lemus. Alexander Eugene Lento. Aaron Lewis. Thornton Lewis. Jesus Lopez Camacho. Thais Lovett.
Cindy Luna Vasquez. Jihad Lyles. Ryan Meirano. Qualia Manlove. Jacob Markle.
Clara Marsh.
Krista Martin. Gary Mason. Ian McGuire. Aiden McKenney.
Nafis Mead. Jamil Mercado Lopez. Abdallah Metwali. Cullen Meyer. Timothy Miller. Dylan Moncrief. Cesar Mosqueda. Jumana Mortada. Samai Nally. Shania Neely.
Kayla Newsom. Sean Nichols. Courtney Nixon. Alexis Ortiz Gutierrez. Vicente Pascual. Elvira Pastoraza Castillo. Monica Peña Ramirez. Jennifer Perez. Joel Ramirez. Selena Rangel Tovar.
Brian Rentas. Jessica Reyes. Shania Rice. Eliana Rivera. Najir Robinson. Tiana Robinson. Carl Thomas Roca. Kevin Rodriguez Santoyo. Diego Rodriguez Sotelo. Aquimini Rodriguez.
Destiny Rodriguez. Karen Rodriguez. Mariana Rodriguez. Jerome Rogers. Rocio Rojas. Janai Roland Clark. Nathan Romanek. Rashad Romeo. Rosa Romo Diaz. Antonio Rollins.
Sonsaray Russian. Khalil Sacco. Jacqueline Salas Juarez. Cindy Sanchez. Kenya Sanchez. Angelica Sandoval. Abigail Santiago Beltran. Alanis Santiago. Eddie Santos Pilir. Jeffrey Salisbury.
Nathan Smith. Satria Sproul. Tristan Stallings. Brianna Nicole Solpizzi. Michelle Tapia Arriaga. Carlos Tapia. Danae Thomas. Jonah Tierman. Miguel Toseca Sanchez. Dante Trader. Daniel Trujillo.
Jaylin Vallejo. Anya Van. Alexandri Vari. Yvette Vega. Ryan Warrington. Joshua Watt. Emily Whelan. Marcus White. Christian Wilkinson. Mackenzie Wilson. Sincere Wilson. Talir Nakai Wright. Tanya Zuniga Sosa.
Now it is with great pride that I present to everyone the graduates of the class of 2020 of Thomas McKean High School. At this time, I ask you to join together for the turning of the tassel.